Welcome to ANB Gold 7. This is part 3 of the series. What I plan to do today, I've got 1 minute 10 left on this EXP booster, so 1 or 2 runs of trial 80, and then going to craft a few bits for gold find. We've got the rest of it sitting already in our stash. So I will pop for now this because we're going to be using that for full 30 minutes. We already had nearly 15 minutes on the booster already, so we're going to be doing about 43 minutes of gold farming. The more astute of you might have noticed my gem balance is quite down from where I was last time. That hasn't gone on ANB. I've been doing some testing on my main push character on my main account, and I was doing some overly expensive reforging, so I need to rebuild gem balance. So that's gone down not because of ANB but because of some things that I wanted to test out on the main account. I was removing some ability rate for power to see how that would work, and then when I didn't like it, trying to get the power off back to ability rate. So expensive experiment, but not to worry, it's not going to impact ANB. So on the skills front, last time we were here, glass cannon I think was on level 5, and I mentioned I wanted to get it up to 7 so that as soon as Immolate, Frost Nova and Frostbeam were at level 10, I could start upgrading endurance, power infusion and glass cannon as a group of 3 in here all the way up to 10. So that's what I'm doing there. So I did get that up to 7 in downtime, just away from the computer. As soon as these hit level 8, I went and moved those over, got them from 5 to 7, along with celerity and intense training. Not that I'm going to be using those at all during this event. So if we just do a quick couple of trial 80s, or 1 or 2. It looks a bit laggy, so I don't know how this is going to record. To remember, this isn't my main account and the mobs aren't that tough, so I should just run through really. Let Shatter deal with everything. I saved that death from above, although it was available on the last group of mobs there. I noticed that the Talisman of Power had just procced this one, and I therefore waited, used Immolate for the final Shatter to take those mobs down. So as soon as Kara spawned, I was able to make use of the remaining time Talisman of Power with Death from Above to burn her down exceptionally quickly. So we're adding that into there. 19 seconds, probably not worth running another one. So we'll salvage all this. Takes its time. And we're trying to get between 400 and 500 of everything, although earth and water I can convert over to the useful essences when we come to do the push gear crafting. So what I am going to do is switch to hero. We'll switch out these. These two have both got extra gold on them. We'll make a Regalia helm with haste, power and experience. It's slightly annoying, isn't it? Maybe if we move this all over here. For now, we'll do it this way. Then shoulders. Regalia, create, and we can equip those. Chest. And we'll go with legs. We'll remove, don't really need haste. Put some movement speed on. We're not going to need movement speed. Forgot to make it Regalia, which I hate. Let's go with legs again. Regalia this time. That was movement speed, it should be. Those are going to go in there. That's going to get sold. Regalia, movement speed. So I shall, in here, put the gear that we are, it's in the wrong tab. Sorry for the boring video so far. What else? So we will be replacing necklace. Trinkets are all going to get replaced. That's going to be replaced. Take those out. So I need to move gloves over. I'm going to have to craft those. Armor cloth, Regalia, arm guards, and we'll go with power, haste and extra gold. Did I put extra gold on those or experience? Have I completely messed up? Ah! Genius. Okay, so that's how you waste all of those. Right, we'll throw all those away. And we shall craft a Regalia set. Aren't I clever? Let's equip those. Then we'll just have a normal cape. Stick some haste on. It's probably not necessary, to be honest. It's not bad. Just a normal belt. You know what I'm going to do? Power and extra gold. Make them even cheaper. And a normal belt. equip them. 2 normal trinkets. I don't think I'm going to need a fire lily for these, for gold farming. The other thing that I do, should we start with necklace? I'll only show this once. I'm just looking, oh, might as well keep that for the main account. I want extra gold. Since this is not exciting viewing, we need to sell the junk. And we will fuse those. What I'm aiming to do is pure gold all the way, so there will be legendary gold necklace and rings across the board. What I'll do is I'll pause the video while I do some of this crafting. We've got 432,000 gold sitting here at the moment, so we can get some of this done straight away, and then once that's used up, we'll see where we are with jewellery crafting. So join me in a minute. Okay, welcome back. I probably didn't explain very well earlier about the crafting for jewellery. What I was aiming for were 27 of these basic necklaces or rings with extra gold. So once I've got 3 of those, I can click on fuse. That will then convert them into a blue with a higher gold stat. I can then fuse 3 blues to get an epic, so the other 3, and then by fusing 3 epics we're now getting 130% extra gold. So that's what I do for my ANB Gold jewellery, and then I repeat the process on rings. At the moment I've just made a couple of blue rings. I did have quite a few perfect stats drop out. What I've done is just stick basic rough gemstones in them, just so I can see at a glance what type they are. So I can see I've got my ability rate, power, vitality, and crit rating one sitting there. That's just so that when they transfer to a main account I can see at a glance, so I know what those are and where to stick them in my stash when I get there. So what I will show is, let's have a look what our gold find looks like. 3,112 at the moment, and that will improve when we get legendary rings as well. I don't think I'm going to need to socket any of these, because all we're going to be doing is running Severed Mountain over and over and over. I'm going to, for an experiment, switch out Death from Above with Blizzard. I'm hoping that one shatter is enough to get Magroth to despawn, but in his little circular area there are 2 groups of Lavadons, one to the top and one to the bottom, and the way that I try to play is stick Frost Nova on ones at the bottom, stick Immolate on the ones at the top, and hopefully that should be enough to kill all of those. And despawn or kill Magroth, and then this Blizzard will just be there in emergency backup in case things are still alive. So first 20 runs we're going to start right at the beginning. Now that we're level 70, once we've done 20 runs, then we get randomized starts, and they can be right at the end, right on top of the chest. So you can complete this level in a few seconds once you've done it enough times. So we run through, we're going to drop Frost Nova there, Immolate up the top. That has done what I wanted. A nice big boom of gold. Don't need to wait for all of it because it's only a few bits left at the end. So we've got 201 at the moment. Let's see what we get when we run that. It can vary quite a bit. Loot. So we got 57,000 off that run, so that's not too bad. And eventually we're going to be doing that in a few seconds. So although it is mind-numbingly boring, and I don't like gold farming at Severed Mountain, because we're quite time limited in gold, I'm going to stick to that. In bronze and silver I usually run to Temple, although in Bronze 7 I ran all the way through to Darkhold Citadel on map 4 and found it to be absolutely brilliant. So Bronze and Silver I'd recommend running all the way through to Darkhold Citadel. You can just speed run your way through the story. I didn't even bother doing most of the quests, just wanted to get to the map and then doing gold farming there. But in gold I think Severed Mountain is the place to do it, although other people might want to push further. It's your choice entirely. That's where I'm going to be doing this. I'm not going to record any more runs of Severed Mountain because you will just fall asleep watching that. So restart the video once I have finished gold farming here, which will be 43 minutes of game time, or if we've got 6 or 7 million gold, then maybe I'll drop it at that stage, but somewhere around there, and then we'll meet up again. Quick gold farm update. The necklace we saw earlier, 130.2 extra gold. Then we've got a 30.8 extra gold ring. That one's not too bad. This one's pretty horrible. 127.4, which gives us a total of 3,589% extra gold. So that will be good for farming. What I did find was that my Frost Nova Shatter wasn't necessarily always killing everything in one go, so I have created a blue Fire Lily. That 300% damage is more than adequate to now destroy everything. Clock's barely run down from when we started, and I am on where are we? So just run number 9. So not too many in, but it's been enough to get the gold gear crafted. We can drop our Nova, our Immolate, and everything's done. So now it is an incredibly tedious time of just running that over and over. We're on 150,000 gold, so next time I jump in we should hopefully see some nice millions up there. So see you again soon. Welcome back. I'm just going to show a few of these random start runs that you can get. I'm not going to run too many more gold farm runs today. I've done an awful lot of them. Still got 20 minutes on the booster. And this is as boring as it gets as far as ANB goes. Once this is done, we don't have to worry about it anymore. So it's quite a nice one where we've spawned near the chest. What I tend to do is just wait for it to stop spitting the coins in the air and then leave and then run again. So this is our 104th run already. So it's mind-numbingly tedious. I find in those instances it's best just to run to Magroth and drop the blizzard on him so we don't aggro any other mobs with shatter, because these lavadons split down into smaller pieces and then they need killing. So the immolate is good enough to kill one group of smaller lavadons, and hopefully if you've placed it correctly, the Frost Nova creates a small group on one. If you place the immolate correctly on this second group, then the shatter kills the first mini ones. The first immolate causes the next group of lavadons to split to smaller pieces, and if it's placed correctly, the smaller ones just wander into the lava as well and die, meaning you don't have to worry about them. I think one more run and then we're done for the day, and I shall continue this next time. So it'll be 108 runs. Yep. So we're nearly at 4 million gold. I want about 7 million. That's going to be more than enough to complete all the push gear crafting plus enchantments for the push gear. I'm not actually going to make push jewelry. I'm just going to stick, not with these gold ones, I'm going to use the experience jewelry for those. So just got some skills upgrading to level 10. All I'm going to do next time I log in for ANB is just run down this 20 minutes of gold booster. So I won't record that because that's going to be as boring as this video is. And then after that it's going to be hitting trial 80 a bit. One thing I do want to do is, once the push gear is crafted, take a look at maybe adding the Slayer enchant to this staff and possibly putting a fire enchant on the helm, so that we can run some higher trolls than 80 more efficiently. What else do we see? Just from the crafting the gold find, we ended up with 4 plus 90 ability rates. Got 1 vitality, 2 haste, 1 crit rating. And then on the rings we had a power, an ability rate, a vitality, a crit rating, a perfect experience and a haste. So those will just be taken over to my main account in case I decide to craft some additional push jewelry, and they'll just be sitting there ready for use in various mixes should I wish to do it. So not the most exciting video today, but it's the most boring part of ANB, the gold farm section. Part of me thinks maybe I could have run to Temple. It's only 10 minutes further down the road. Would have picked up Robin on the way at the Broken Dragon map, but to be honest, I'm probably not going to grab him at all for this event. I think I'll stick with Eileen, Maggie and Marcus giving us some extra toughness. That's a decision we'll make at a later stage. So thanks for watching, and next time we finish off next time the gold farm will have been finished, so it'll be just experience farming and pushing our champion level up. So any questions or comments, put them down below and I shall respond to you there. And thanks for watching.